Good morning, YouTube! The Aquatic package. This is from the game, as you've seen the title, Island Survival Alpha Aquatic package. Now, this is something that you have to purchase with real people money in the real world. It's only $6 and something Canadian, according to the thing, but then whatever. With taxes and everything, it comes out to like 7 something. Anyhow, so got this morning, and it's like, this is so cool. Now, I was kind of hoping that the mount would be able to either go on the surface of the water or under the water, because, well, that would kind of make sense considering it does have a propeller on the back, and the propeller does spin when you're moving. But let me give you a tour of how this mount works, okay? So you're kind of doing the whole wiggle the butt thing, kind of like a fish. And this is where I was kind of thinking, wow, this would be kind of cool. And you can see the prop spinning too, right? This is where I thought, well, maybe that's something that would go in the water. Because we do have the underwater scooter, you know, and this would be so freaking cool if it could go underwater. You know, that's something that, if there's a way to get a hold of Random Phantom, the guy who did the game, I would really like to see if he'd be willing to do a mod to the mod, right? And have it so that it can go underwater, because that would be so much fun. Because then you could, you know, go hunting for your pearls or your sulfur, because those are the only 2 things down there that you need to grab anyways in the game. But also even just, you know, get away from, you know, the monotony and craziness, and maybe just go for a swim and tour around the ocean kind of thing underneath. I think that would be kind of really cool, okay? Other than your main mission in life, right? Now, this thing, you would think that being an aquatic system, it should handle the rain weather with the slippery surfaces, okay? And no, it's under the same physics of the game as any other mount, and of course you, being on foot, that everything's slippery when wet, so yeah, you might want to be careful, okay? So, because yeah, you can fall into the ocean, you could fall off a cliff, if you move just the wrong way when it's raining. So you're not going to benefit for traveling anywhere you bloody well please while it's raining. Other on certain surfaces. If you're not climbing hills and stuff, don't worry about it. You're going to be fine, just like you would be on foot, because it's a flatter surface. You're not trying to go up hills, right? And going down hills, of course. Not sure how that would work, but I'm sure you'd have a little bit of a slidey slide. It was raining a few minutes ago before starting the video, and so I thought, okay, well, let's try this out. And yeah, it turns out that it's got the same slippery problem, that you're going to slide even though you're on the thing. But yeah, it's kind of a really cool, neat package. Now, there's only one little caveat to the whole deal. You can only use a female player to use all of the pieces. Okay, so you've got the tank on your back, the helmet, the upper body stuff, and the pants, I guess, the mount, etc. Now, you can use the mount, male or female player, makes no difference. You can also use the tank, okay, male or female, doesn't matter. But the helmet, pants, main suit itself, actually, you cannot use that except on a female player. However, looking at this, unless you're checking out someone's rear end, and you probably still wouldn't be able to tell, it doesn't exactly look like she's got boobs there. Kind of really, unless somebody's really paying attention, you know, because, I mean, a lot of us are male players, and even me being a male player, I do have female avatars that I use too. So, but regardless of that, it's not exactly that pronounced that this is a female player, you know what I mean? And I don't think it should really matter anyhow, but whatever, because there's some games we do play online that, whether it doesn't matter what you are in the real world, the player in the game, the character, its avatar is female only, so, you know, who cares, right? But really cool though. So let me give you a spin with this thing at normal and high speeds. So we're basically going to do a little run up and down, since nobody else is on the board right now. Sometimes it's actually nice to be alone on the server when you can do stuff like this. So we'll take a run down normal speed. Now on mounts, especially when you're a supporter, you do get 30% faster speed when you're on mounts than normal players would. And I'm not sure as far as the whole running part goes. Next time one of my buddies gets online today, I think I'm going to have him a foot race and see if that applies on both sides. So now we've done that, so let's go with the shift key and sprint it. So it's definitely pretty quick there. And anybody who's on foot is not going to keep up to you. Okay, and then normal speed again. Now I did find a benefit too. Being a supporter and having that extra speed accessible, especially on the mount for sure. Zombies, unless you have water where they can't cross, because they don't cross water, and neither do the raptors, none of them do. But if you don't have water in your way, some zombies will literally give up the chase if you're in a sprint like this, because you're a lot faster on a mount than you're ever going to be on foot, from what I can tell. So, and well, let's put that to the test at least here. So anyways, this is just the normal speed you're going to go. Now that's fine and normal. I mean, you could count a timer back to yourself and time this, but that's what we're looking at. Okay, now if we go into the running, so we may have a little bit more on foot speed too. Kind of hard to really say. Like I said, you got to have a race with somebody. Yeah, no, this is definitely faster. Yes, the mount is where you're going to get the biggest boost. So, and I got to tell you, I've had a few zombies. I've even had raptors give up on chasing me. Those skeletons, though, they do not like to give up, period. But if you can get to a place where there's a water crossing, they're definitely going to leave you alone because they can't cross water. None of them can for some reason. I don't know. It's the way the game is, so I ain't complaining. But anyhow, so if you're looking even into this game, I have a playlist which gives you a lot of helps and tips. The expansion of the survival guide with everything it doesn't cover, which it really should cover at least a lot of what I did. You know, obviously some things you should be having to figure out on your own sort of thing. But the other thing too is using mounts, right? Just last thing, we're out of here. To use a mount, you must be a supporter, which you're not paying a monthly fee. You buy the thing once, it's $25.99 Canadian, you're done, okay? Other than anything else you want to purchase separately, like in the shop and stuff, that does use real money. Otherwise, you're using RP point credits that you earn from gameplay, obviously, gems in the gem store, that sort of thing. You can buy extra gems, and that's, you know, buying the extra gems, that's real people money. Buying the game, that's real people money. But with that supporter purchase, okay, you get 250 gems, which is nice. Plus you get the faster travel, double the stash boxes. So you literally by the time you hit level 20, you'll have 8 stash boxes, okay, in your building. So, you know, and that comes in really handy, okay. But you'll still double your stash even right from the get-go once you get stash boxes, which I think the first stash box is either 3 or 4, okay. And so in that case, if you're a supporter, even at that point or before that time, instead of being stuck with 1 box, you get 2. Okay, and I tell you right now, I find every new person within probably the first couple hours of playing the game, they need literally an extra bag, right? So you can always come to me. I'll definitely hook you up with a couple of military bags, and one that I'm going to tell you to throw on this thing so you can learn to make your own. Okay, because you do have to start, you do have to do a lot of your own grunt work too in the game. You can't always have everything given to you. Even I've had to do a lot of my own grunt work, and I still do. You know, so, but anyway, so that's the aquatic package. If it's something you're thinking about, just, you now know all the ins and outs on it, and away you go. So thanks so much for watching. Do check out my other videos on the game, and if you decide you want to play the game, I'm here a lot more than I ever should be. Keylop 56 is who I am. You can always go into the map if I'm not at base, figure out where I am, that sort of thing. All players are visible on the map, okay? So you can always catch up with me somewhere if I'm closer by or whatever. Map will guide you, or you can just send out a general game mode text, and we can talk that way too. No big deal if I'm not at base, but if you do need anything, just let me know, and I'll be happy to help you out in the game. So, alright, catch you in the next one, guys. See ya.